Morning. Thought I'd take a few minutes to talk about knife sizes, what kind of blades I use for different applications when taping drywall. It's going to be very beginner oriented, so we'll just go ahead and get started. I use this, a 6-inch standard blade, every time I'm taping for something. Whether or not I'm stringing tape, which means applying the tape on all the flats and the butts, I always use this knife. And then when you're filling the flats for the second coat, I'll use this knife as well. Like I said, use it all the time. And as far as brands go, I generally use Hyde blades, Hyde hand tools, the 6s, 5s, 4s, just about all the knives I use. I try to get Hyde if at all possible. They make the best quality knife, and they've got a steel back on the back for knocking in nails that might be sticking out. So Hyde's just a great tool. This is the Hyde 5-inch flexible blade, standard steel. For the 5s, I'll use those for running my corner tape, inside corners, and normally when I'm running window metals, the metals around windows, I'll use this to run it inside and butts up to the vinyl of the window. It gives you that nice square edge, like I've mentioned before, and it keeps it cleaned off the area where you don't want it on, like on the vinyl. That'll just kind of clean it off on its own. Then we go to an 8. I'll use an 8 knife like this for doing the first coat on all of my metals. You don't want to get it too wide, because then you're just, if you use an 8, it'll keep it pretty narrow but still fill the metal nicely. Then on the next coat you can use a 10. That'll make it a little bit wider and really flatten out that area where the metal is a little bit higher than the drywall. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've watched my other videos, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Here's my 10. I use this for the finish coat on all the metals, and most of the time for wiping behind the fill coat on the flats. I know it's very confusing, it's a lot of information, but I use this on the second coat. I'll put the mud on with the 6 on the flats, and then I'll take it off with the 10. That keeps it nice and flat, gives you a nice fill on that indented side on the factory edge of the drywall. And then lastly, I've got a 12, and this one's stainless steel, but it doesn't really make any difference. All my knives are very well broken in though. Even when I buy a brand new one, I'll take a file or sandpaper and I'll kind of give them a nice sanding just to clean that edge, so I get a nice smooth finish off my knife. For straight from the factory, they're going to have just a machine cut square edge, and it's not going to give you a real nice finish. It's going to make it harder to sand a little bit. So I always go through, like I said, and kind of pre-break in my knives after they've been used for a while. Man, they're sharp as a knife. So that's just something you're going to get over time. You're not going to buy them, from the store and use them on one job and expect them to be broke in real good. It takes time. And then I've got some narrower knives for maybe doing behind door casings, stuff like that. So either way, that's about it for the knives. If you have any requests for different videos, let me know. Taping, I do taping and painting, so if you got any questions, let me know, or any requests, and I'll try to get you answered. Thanks, and please like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Just trying to build a little interest. Thank you.